What's going on, everybody? Today's July 29th and I'm out here at High Point Lake. I'm gonna go kayaking today and see if I can't catch some bass and pickerel. That's gonna be the target for today. And then I brought some lunch, so maybe I'll go have a picnic up on Mount Davis afterwards. Well, it just got done pouring for about an hour. It's 10 o'clock now, but hopefully the rain stirred them up a bit, so I'm still gonna launch and I'll just go back in that cove, I think, to start out. I've actually never fished this lake before, so see what I can find out there. Saw something splashing here earlier, so see if it's still there. Try out my new Winnow. Oh! Oh! I saw that thing splashing around earlier. Oh, that looks like a good bass. I think I'm gonna need the net for that. Yes! Let's go. That didn't take too long now, did it? Dude, that thing is a monster. I ain't got my scale with me, but I'm willing to bet that's probably like 3 pounds maybe. Might be close. As usual, I got to get a picture of him. That's my first fish on the Winnow. I think I'm gonna like that lure a lot. All right, we got the hook out of him. We'll give him a release. All right, let's see if we can get another one. Something really just break. What's that? Well, I'm gonna actually go see if I can get that one. All right, well, I actually see my lure, so it's shallow enough for me to get. I'm gonna get it. I don't see what would have broke me off. It's weird. Other thing, I forgot my camera batteries in the car, so I'm gonna go back to the car and get my batteries. I always forget something, man, I tell you. All right, well, while I was retying and stuff, I've been seeing these schools of like bluegill and pumpkin seed, stuff like that swim by, and they're pretty big actually. So I tied this little white grub on my light rod, see if one of them will bite it. Hate that squeaking. There's something. This reel's been through a lot of fish, so there must be something like broke inside or something rubbing. Maybe I need new bearings. The water is like super clear. Caught the smallest one in the pack. Let's see what this is. Little tiny bass. Would you look at that? Went from a 3-pounder to that. Maybe he'll grow up to be a 3-pounder one day. Throw him back. Another real little one. Another real little bass. Look at that. I mean, I want one of these bluegill though. These things look like they might put up a little fight on this rod. All right, third fish of the day. I like how I turn a kayak video into a wading video. There's something a little bigger. Oh, there we go. That's what I wanted. That's a real pretty one. I'm pretty sure, I could be wrong, I'm pretty sure that's a pumpkin seed. Real nice colors on them. All right, well, that's a way to catch fish quick. Fish number 4. Ooh, right as it hit the water. Another tiny little bass. Oh. I could sit here and do this all day. We'll rack up the fish count. We got a good one on the boat, so now we'll get some numbers. Ooh, that's actually snagged. Shoot. All right, well, time to get back in the boat and go try to retrieve that. I think that's my last white curly-tail grub. Then I'm gonna head back to the car and get my battery pack. All right, well, the GoPro died, and like a dummy, I left my batteries in the car. So I get some batteries, and then, man, I want. This is such a nice lake. It's such a nice day. It cleared up. I kind of want to fish like all day, so that's probably what I'm gonna do. All right, well, I don't like this at all. The wind has really picked up to the point that there's actual like waves. So I'm going to just go along the bank and get back to where the truck is at least, because I keep getting blown down. I can't really do much about it. It's actually hard to paddle against this. And there's supposed to be storms in the area, so I don't want to be out here if it's storming. It's dying down a little. It was bad. I felt like I was gonna capsize, so. Unfortunately, I think this might cut my fishing trip short. I just don't want to be out here if there's a big storm that rolls in. Yeah, I see some other people getting their boats and getting out of here, so it's probably a good idea. I think I'm still gonna stop up at Mount Davis though. Oh geez, I'm getting washed on the rocks here. I gotta get out of that. I gotta steer around this one. It's sticking up. Yeah, I was debating going back to that cove to try to fish, but honestly, I'll just go up on Mount Davis and go look at the lookout tower and whatnot. Maybe walk around for a bit. I brought my little solo stove and some leftovers, so I think I might go to the Outlook and heat them up or something like that. Well, unfortunately, it looks like the tower is closed for refurbishment, but I'm still gonna walk over there. I was actually here in April, and I got to see the view, which is actually pretty decent. I mean, you have to go on the tower though. You can't see anything from just the top of the mountain. Yeah, so I'll still go check it out, and I don't know, maybe it'll be open. I doubt it though, because that sign looked like it was just put up. It'd be pretty cool to stand up there now, because it was windy in April, but it's a lot windier today, so that'd be pretty interesting. Okay, so that's the tower up there, and it does look like it's being reconstructed or something from when I was here last. And here's the sign. It talks about Mount Davis. It's 3,213 feet above sea level, which is like half the size of the highest peaks down in North Carolina and Tennessee, but it's still decent. It's the highest point in Pennsylvania. Okay, so here, the tower is right there. At the base, they have like all these rocks that talk about, with these plaques that talk about the history of the area and stuff, and it's definitely pretty interesting. I was reading some of it that kind of talks about like how the mountains were formed, and you know, what the early settlers did around the area, and the person who used to own this land before it was state forest property. Like I said, I don't know if this will show at all, but John Nelson Davis, he was the person who owned this land before it became state land. All right, so I decided I brought some leftovers with me in my little solo stove, and I think I'm gonna go have a picnic. Hey, looks like we're finally at the picnic area. I'm gonna go down there more. Well, new plan. Yeah, I've had this lighter for a while, and it's completely out of juice, and actually I think it's just time to throw it away. So I'm still hungry, and if I'm gonna eat cold leftovers, I might as well go do it with a view. So time to walk back to the truck. Well, this is a spectacular view, ain't it? I came up here in the spring, now it's summer, so I want to come up in the fall and the winter too. This is probably one of the best views in Ford State Forest that I've seen. The other one being Wolf Rocks, I think it's Wolf Rocks Overlook near Ligonier. This is a really good view of the lake and everything down there you can see. And I could see whitecaps on it, so definitely no more kayaking for today. But I'm hungry from that big loop that I did. So at least I got some exercise, I got a nice hike in. And I'm gonna eat my meal and look at the view for a bit, then I'm gonna head home. I gotta be careful with my trash because it's really windy up here. What I got is leftover ziti. Would have been good cooked over the fire, but I mean, it's fine cold as well. Yeah, that's how windy it is. This is literally on the Volta tripod. All right, well, if you can hear me, that's gonna wrap up the video for today. I had a lot of fun fishing and I got a decent hike in when I was trying to find a spot to have a picnic. I ended up eating here for the view. So this is gonna wrap up the video. Thanks for watching, and like and subscribe if you'd like to see more content like this.